Hello. So I need to make a box. And what I have is is these boxes I need to put in a box. So that's going to determine the size that I need. I have 2 of the Crafter's Companion A3 size paper. And I'm going to get, basically, I need a paper trimmer with the scoring on it. And it was way over here. Sorry about that, folks. All right. So, that's not good. I wanted, I guess it goes right up to here. All right. I have a scoring tool. I'm gonna get the paper. You know what? I might just measure. Let me try the measurement, which I have a hard time with usually, but let's measure. Okay, so this is gonna go 5.5 inches. And it's going to be 2.5 inches tall. So I need okay. I can't get this out for some reason. It does not want to come out. All right, 5.5 inches. So I'm going to start. I said 2.5 inches tall. So 3, 4. Let me see if this is going to work. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 inches. Okay. Let me check. That was wrong. Okay, it fits just. Oh boy. I'm probably going to want to give it a little bit of extra. Well, not that much extra. That much extra. Oh. This is not a good start, is it? Okay. I guess I am better off sticking it on here. Tweets! Tweets! Now my question is this going to be tall enough? I think it is. Okay, let me score it here on the 4.5. Then I'll come this way. And do here. All right, that works. So now they'll fit in there with a little bit of extra room. right? Now is the hard part because I gotta go this way and this paper's long. So okay. How tall did I say these were? 3.5. So I want to do 3.5. Okay. And then I want 3.5 this way. So I'm going to go the half. 1, 2, 2, 3. Let's see if that's going to work. Okay. It is not lined up. That's not it. There we go. And that one worked. Okay. Whew. Now you can see the box. I am concerned about these sides. That's gonna work. And that's gonna work. So now what I'm gonna do is oh, my big scissors are somewhere else right now. Not a good time for that, but that's all right. So I just want to check the size of it. Tweets! He wants his attention. He's saying pretty bird now. I am going to be trimming this. So I'm just checking the size to make sure. Okay. So I got these in here. Is that the way I had them? I gave myself a lot of extra room. Okay. So then this, and then this, and this, and this, and this. So I've got way more room than I need. So I can do my inch overlay, right? So I said the 3 of these stacked up were, oh, I thought they were 3. They're only like 2.5. So how much room did I give myself? I only need 2.5. So if I do to 3.5, ooh, I'm not used to trying to have to do this with that. I don't know if this one will go 3.5. Oh, it will. 3.5. It's just at 3.5. Okay. Now 3.5 this way. I'm going to be cutting off quite a bit. And 3.5 this way. I'm just putting that score line on that 3.5 mark and then trimming it from there. Okay, so now when I fold it up, and I'm gonna make sure, let me score my lines. Not score them, fold them. All right, so that's a pretty good sized box. I don't need it this big, but there goes this. What happened to the other one? Did I drop it? Yep. Okay, so I have about 1 inch because if these are 2.5, right? Then I have 1 inch all the way around. That I can fold over. So what I'm going to do is score it. I'm going to come here. I'm going to line the score line. Let's see. I want to make sure I do this right. Okay. I want it to be 2.5. So I'm going to go 1, 2.5. Just pick any inch mark, 1, 2.5. Same here. 8, 1, 2.5. Well, that didn't even out. This one's better. Okay, so 4, 1, 2.5. And this is at the 5. 1, 2, and a half. All right. This is going to be all our things. So we can now fold these over. And you can burnish them. That doesn't need it. Right? I know, my brain works odd. But if it helps you, with how your brain works, to understand what I'm doing, if you see me doing it. Okay. So I can trim some of these corners down. And they don't need this. Okay. I always worry every time I do this that I'm going to cut the wrong thing off. You know what I didn't do was grab glue. I always forget to grab the glue. Okay, so now I'm going to take, I better open it. That might work better. And you can hold it for a minute. You could grab a paper clip, and with this one you're gonna want the longer ones because this you're gonna need to hold it pretty good. Okay, now I'll do this side while this one's holding. See, I had this stored upside down, and I went and stuck it back up, didn't I? And the glue already ran back. Come on. I might just need to find a different glue. All tape. Uh-oh. Here we go. I want that pretty good, the corner, right? Okay, and glue here. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna put that one's already glued, so okay, that should be held already. Now I should be able to start gluing down these flaps. And if I wasn't doing a video, I would just hold it. I wouldn't use the clips, because it will turn out neater that way if you're just holding it, not clipping it. You know what, I should put these ones down first. These ends, because they have that tab in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm making the box in white, and then after the box is set up good, then I'll come back and I'll decorate it. Use decorative papers. And then this one can go down. Okay, and I'm going to keep coming back and pushing down to make sure that tab stays down. Okay, so there is the bottom of the box. Now I need to do the top of the box. And what I need to figure out is, how big do I want my top of the box to be? So, do I want it to come all the way down? Do I want it to come an inch down? How do I want it to work? So that is next. But first, I need to see the size. So, this came out a little bit over 4.5 and 2.5. So, let me get another paper. And actually, I might get, I thought I had 12 by 12. But this 4.5, let me see. You know, the paper looks like a different color. 4.5 and 2.5, right? A little bit over. So I need to add an inch on each side and then an inch. So another 2 inches. So let's say 6.5 plus, and then I want to add 2 inches to that. So 4.5 plus a little bit. 6.5 by 4.5. I need to do. What did I just do with the score tool? Just coming back and making sure that glue's sticking. See, it was coming up there. So I'll push that down a little bit. I can work my fold a little bit. Try to square it up some, you know, just working it. There we go. Okay, so I want 1 inch, and I'm gonna go a little bit under the 1 inch. 1 inch. Now I'm gonna go an inch, a whole inch. And then I'm gonna go the 6.5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 plus some. So that should be there. And then I want the whole inch. And then just under an inch. Okay. And that's going to be my cut line. So I'll cut it right there. Okay. Now, this is the 4.5. So I'm going to go just under an inch. Then I'm going to go the whole inch. And then 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4.5, and I don't think I have enough room. So that paper's not big enough. Unless I go smaller on that. I had some, that was 12 by 12. Here it is. And I believe it's Crafter's Companion. Yep. Okay. So let's do this all again. Just under an inch. So I guess that's 5/8. And then I'm going to an inch. And then I've got 6.5. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.5. Give me a little bit of extra. And then I'm going to go the whole inch. And then I'm going to go just under an inch. And that will be my cutting point. Okay. So now I'm going to go again just under the inch and a whole inch. And then 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And a little bit of extra. And then I'm just going to go an inch. Right there. And then just under an inch. Right there. And that's my cutting knife. That should have been big enough. Let's see, maybe I did something wrong this time. All right. Cut it. I want to cut here. Cut here. Cut here. So on the lid, I just gave myself a little bit extra room. Hopefully the lid's not too big. And we can check that by doing this. Way too big. So the 4.5 works, but this 6.5. What did I say before? Because this is 6, not 6.5. Oh, right. I added 2 inches. Oh, I know what I did. I allowed for an inch, and I didn't take off an inch. So I can still use those same numbers I'll show you. I'm going to have to make sure this is Crafter's paper. Color. Make sure those colors match up. Yes. Okay. So what I did is I allowed for an inch in my measurements and then I didn't do it a whole inch. So I think that's what I did. So let me do it all over again. Okay. 6. And wait, I'm not real sure what I did here. This is 6. Where did I get 4? That was, I think, for the, I don't know what that was for. This is just a little over 4.5. Where did I get the 2.5? And 6. So that's what I did. It should be 6 plus, and then 4.5 plus. That's where. So, time to do this again. So it's, okay, so I'm going to go a little under an inch. This should work this time, hopefully. A little under an inch, and then a whole inch. Okay. I've got a little bit of extra here now. So I'm going to count the 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I might give myself another little extra. And that's give me like a whole 1/4 of an inch extra. Might be too much. Okay, that should be good. And then I'm going to go a whole inch again. And then just that little bit under an inch. Which brings it to the 10. And that's my cutting point. Okay. So that's my 6. So that's for this. And now I need the 4.5. Let me remeasure it. Measure twice. Four and a half. Okay. So I'm going to do just under an inch. I'm going to do a whole inch. I'm going to do 4.5. So I'm going to act like I went all the way to the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Give myself that little bit of extra. And I'm going to go a whole inch here. Right. Yep. A whole inch. And then I'm going to go just under an inch. And that's my cutting point. Okay. That's why that one piece was too small. It shouldn't have been. It should have worked. Okay. So now the lid, the box, and then the lid. Please don't be too big. I can't see. Let me fold it. I can't see my lines that good. Oh, I guess I could have seen them on the other side. It's all right. If I fold them, I'll be able to see them. And maybe so will you. Okay. So that should be good. All right. So I'm going to cut here. And I'm going to cut them all one way. Here. here. Okay. So what I want to get rid of is this. Okay. Okay. So now these will go in here. This will fold over just part of the way. Not all the way in. Right here. That will fold over. And then this will fold in. Make sure it all lines up. And then it will fit on my box. A little bit big, but I think I'd rather have it a little bit big. This is not the new one. Okay. So I'm gonna put glue down here. We just made one of these and we're doing it again. I'm gonna do both sides, I think, at the same time. Get it on and lined up. Okay. That's it. That side. This is a little bit easier because it's not so big, right? So it does make it a little bit easier to do. The lid in the box. Okay. And glue on this side. I might go ahead and glue this down too. And I want to say, Jane, I'm thinking about you. And I'm sending my love to you. Okay. It's okay. Now this flap needs to be glued down. Okay. And we're just gonna let this dry. Harden, do whatever it does. And it's pretty loose, but I think I'm gonna put a ribbon on it anyways. It's a little bit too loose, but let me see. I made it way too big. I think I need to adjust the lid. Well, I might, I don't know. I think I need to adjust the lid. How is it sideways? Sideways it's too big too. All right. I think I should be able to use a regular piece of white paper. I'm not going to give all that extra room. I must have my calculations must be really, really off. Somehow, it's 6. Did I do 6.5 again? No. No, but I'm giving it too much something. Okay, I'm going to go. Let's do it again. Again. See, under an inch. Now an inch, a whole inch. Then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm not going to give it any more extra this time at all. Right? And I'm going to go an inch. And then I'm going to go just under an inch. And there's my cut point. We're going to get it right eventually. Or I'm going to get it right eventually. Okay. I'm going to go just under an inch. Do a whole inch. And then 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. in an inch. And what do I end up with? Way under an inch. All right, let's try it though. How many lids? 3. Let's see. Okay, that's gonna be tight, but let's hope that it's going to work. Oh, I did it different this time. I put the tabs on the long one. That's all right. It might make it easier to work with. So this is a Crafter's Companion cardstock, and it's 300 GSM, and I don't know how that translates to pounds. But it's good sturdy paper, usually. And when you put layers and glue and everything, by the time you do all that, it's pretty sturdy. So, I didn't have that score line folded, and now it's giving me nothing but trouble. It's not really scoring. It's not really. There we go. Gotta get that crease in there. See what happens when you get in a hurry. Let me fold this time. Get a nice kind of burnish on there. That's the other thing. Make sure that tab is down. Fingers are sticky. It's still, maybe I didn't have that. Okay. All right. And all right, let's check the size. Perfect. That's what I like. It's only coming off because of the weight. All right. So, now tomorrow, I will come back and we can decorate it. Let's see. I need to get that better. But we'll decorate it. We'll put some pretty paper out there. Choose some pretty paper. I am making this for somebody. Obviously, I think you could tell. Okay, that one spot right there is kind of driving me crazy, but I'll cover that with paper. All right, so tomorrow back with decorating with paper. All right, everybody. And like I said, I have to figure out which one I want to use, which paper to use. All right, if you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now.